we move from the rapidity of the relay to the endurance of the funnels as we enter Event 6 here in the 2022 Marble League. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Well, we're a few events in, and just looking at the stadium and the grounds and the village, it all seems that everybody is settling in pretty nicely. The newness of this Marble League has worn away in favor of the intensity of competition. And anybody who has watched these events before knows that when it comes to funnels, everything is up for grabs. The Pinkies still feel that way, certainly, after netting good points in each of their last 3 events until Event 5. That's when it all kind of came undone for them, but it was enough that they were able to hold on to the lead, 67 to 63, over the fairly consistent Crazy Cat's Eyes. Knotted back there at 60 were the O'Rangers and the Bumblebees. Now the question is, who will be able to make it down these funnels in the longest amount of time? This is not a speed event per se, at least not speed for quickness right off the bat. What you're hoping for is endurance. Now look at the starting gate, how quickly they will drop, make that sharp right-hand turn after they fall. There you go, into that orange funnel that begins the drop, and we are off. So keep your eye on all of those who are up above. And right now, it is the O'Rangers who will be the last to drop in to that first green funnel you see. But there are several ways to get around this course. It's not just green funnels. No, you have little chutes and then the orange catch funnels that drop you into the main ones. Look at this up top. It's a 2-marble race now, and the O'Rangers have lost the lead. It's Resi holding on to that top spot for the Raspberry Racers and taking time to drop on through. The O'Rangers, in fact, have lost a couple of spots. They were not the last marble prior to the Raspberry Racers to go through into orange funnel number 2. Well, down below, on the other hand, things are not going well. That's Mary for Team Primary that has just fallen through into the penultimate orange funnel. And look at this 3-marble battle up top. No, it has gone right down to 1. That is a nice wide angle and good momentum that is being kept up by the Raspberry Racers. That's a team that sits in 15th in the standings with just 24 points. Dead last is at 23. That's the Shining Swarm, although they wouldn't like me to say that. Oh, nearly a whole funnel lead. It is for the Raspberry Racers. Down below, who is struggling the most? That looks like, is that Crazy Cat's Eyes down there? I think it is. They might be the first to drop through. Oh my, that would not be a strong start for Yellow Eye. But got a bump and headed out a little wider there. And it looks like Crazy Cat's Eyes will avoid dead last. That infamous spot goes to the Bumblebees. Mary comes through next. Raspberry Racers still taking that wide line in the lead up top. And looking down below, Westby looks to be circling the event horizon now. Down they go. We're now up above 2 minutes. And the Raspberry Racers just need to hold on. Every marble that clears out of that final funnel gives them a quicker spot toward advancement. A quick twofer there for the Green Ducks, Captain Mallard, and then the Minty Maniacs. The O'Rangers come on through with Canoan, and now it's just about showboating, or perhaps trying to save some energy. No use just spinning around like crazy here. You might as well drop on through because you have claimed top spot, and most likely the top 4 are going to be moving on. So now we wait. To mild annoyance, in fact, for the O'Rangers and the Minty Maniacs fans, but this is a masterclass for how to do a funnel. 2:14 was second place. This is going to be almost 32 seconds longer in that funnel. Unbelievable from Resi for the Raspberry Racers. That was in heat number 1. Yes, that's just a heat. So hopefully they have a little bit more left in the tank as they move on. As we see the dramatic slow-mos of that battle for those top few positions. First was seemingly never in doubt once you got about 2 or 3 funnels in. And a kind hint before second heat starts. Race Control, by the way, said that the final result of each marble is based on the moment they fell from the last funnel. They wanted me to pass that along to you for whatever reason. As we get ready here for the drop, and we're off in heat number 2. first orange funnel is sometimes sorting these marbles out before they even drop into the first large green one. And what we see here is it's the Savage Speeders. Ooh, in a dangerous position there, ready to drop on through this funnel first. Will they be shouldered aside in favor of anybody else? Yes, they will. In fact, they're not even going to be the second or third marble to drop through. There go the Savage Speeders. They were not in a great spot prior to this. Now we've got Team Galactic, who is circling their way through and finally drop on in. We've got a couple of silver marbles, the other one sterling, from the Shining Swarm. And now we've had a change of fortune. It appears that Mellow Yellow is in that top spot, although they didn't take a great line down into that second green funnel. Look at how quickly they are advancing toward the center. Can they keep that momentum up? They might need a shove out of the way. Some contact. Oh, and they get it. They get it twice. Oh, my goodness. Wonderful strategy from the reserve of Mellow Yellow. As way down below, things are not going well. Is that the gliding glaciers all the way down there? Well, they might be a little bit higher up. No, it is gliding glaciers. They're in a dangerous position. Meanwhile, it's a 3-marble battle. The Pinkies have joined the fight for the lead. Oh, contact there, and Mellow Yellow holds on once again. They got to try to keep this up as best they can. They've entered that orange funnel with just the Pinkies, and now they can dictate their own pathway. We've got a finisher. It's Alpine, the captain of the Gliding Glaciers, 142.61. That's not great. Meanwhile, Mellow Yellow, look at this crisscross that they have going on here. Masterful job with minimal contact, but is it going to keep them in the lead? The Pinkies are trying to say otherwise. They're trying to move them toward that event horizon, and they do. The Pinkies have taken the lead. Oh, but then shot right on through. They lost their focus, and Mellow Yellow goes right back to provisional P1, if you will. But now they're in a dangerous spot. Their pathway is inside that of the Pinkies. We're getting down to the final few positions. Oh, Yeller goes on through. Mellow Yellow will go on to the final round. They do finish top 4 here, and it is Team Galactic who somehow get the win. I know Mellow Yellow are not going to be happy with 4th place there, considering the lead that they had for most of that rather exciting round. But with the top 4 advancing from each, they've done enough. And perhaps that is the antithesis to what we saw for the Raspberry Racers going so long when they didn't need to. Yes, it was bragging rights to win the heat. It was just top 4 advancing, so they did not have to do all that much. Well, with the top 4 advancing, that means that the bottom 4 will not go on. So we see 9th through 16th, the Gliding Glaciers. They did not have a great result at all. Bumblebees down there as well. Bumblebees kind of middle to upper part of the pack. They're running in 4th in the overall standing. Look at Crazy Cat's Eyes in 2nd there in the Marble League. They finished 13th in this one. So the door is open. There's several marbles from the leaders who could score some good points here, and several from farther back that may have an opportunity to make up some ground. Yes, that includes the captain of the Green Ducks, who sit in 9th right now in the overall standings. And by luck of the draw, they were initially the last into that orange funnel. But that means very little in this event. The organizers have set things up very well, and perhaps that is the point of those orange entry catch funnels, is to even things out after the starting gate. You see the steepness of this course. They drop through little by little, but when they do, it is straight down and a quick turn. As we hope to see up top who is in the lead in this final. There we go. Hey, briefly, I believe it was the O-Rangers. Although they and Minty Maniacs were on a good wide line, but only the O-Rangers have been able to hold that so far. Oh, now there's contact. This is messing them up, and the O-Rangers lose the lead. You have to be watching at all times. You cannot break focus for a second. And it is the Green Ducks, Mallard, who leads, and a roar erupts from the pond. It is not to be, though, for much longer, as Mallard now loses that top spot. Mellow Yellow back on top where they were before. There's contact now. Oh, and I thought the Green Ducks were perhaps going to be a beneficiary of it, but they are not. Mellow Yellow holds the lead once more. Raspberry Racers and the Green Ducks are also circling in that catch funnel. Green Ducks come through second. Raspberry Racers keeping that momentum around every last bit that they can do, hoping that the chaos below takes care of itself. No, now they're mired right up in the middle of it. Contact all around. Mellow Yellow falls through early. Team Galactic have already finished along with the Pinkies. The lead is swinging back. The Green Ducks were battling for it right there, along with Sterling of the Shining Swarm. Down below, 4 marbles are trying to avoid elimination. They want a medal. Oh, Yeller, 6th in the Marble League. That's Yeller's first event overall. That's not a terrible event, but here we go, our final 3. Who's going to get it? Raspberry Racers fall on through. Green Ducks are trying to keep it up with the Shining Swarm. Mallard comes through. They will get a silver. And the silver marble will get a gold. The Shining Swarm and Sterling go 6 seconds clear of the field to win gold. Shining Swarm were dead last coming into this event, 23 points. And they have netted more than that in just this single event. This was a fun one. My goodness. Gold for the Shining Swarm, silver for the Green Ducks, and bronze for the Raspberry Racers, who were second to last in the overall standings. Wonderful result for the bottom 2 teams. Mellow Yellow, who is in 14th, well, they finished down in 6th. Yes, that was Yeller's first event in this Marble League. Top 10 finish, pretty good. Just shy of the top 5. And let me tell you, that candle is burning a little brighter, and that giant duck down there behind the trophy is looking a tad bit happier, although I tested out some duck jokes on it earlier and did not get any reaction whatsoever. Well, I think this silver may get a slight turn out of that handsome duck as we look at our podium. Wear those medals proud, my friends. Funnel endurance is always one that leaves you winded at the end. As we take a look at the standings after Event 6, the Pinkies still hold on to the top spot. Over now, the O-Rangers and Team Galactic. Crazy Cat's Eyes have fallen back to 4th in front of the Savage Speeders. Chocolatiers are now bottom of the barrel, just behind Mellow Yellow by 1 point. Coming up next, one of my favorite events, rafting. And we hope to see you at the river.